Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Clarity Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. Today is day 13 in my 25 days of Christmas, where I am doing a new reading almost every single day leading up until Christmas. So I hope you guys are enjoying these readings. It's been so fun doing different style readings than I normally do. So definitely make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment letting me know what you thought about it or requesting a video that you would like to see, and be sure to subscribe with notifications. That way you always get notified when I post a new reading. So today's reading is really exciting, and I'm so happy that I'm doing this reading because we're going to be looking at specifically what you need to heal and release from your life in order to improve your love life. So those of you who have been on a spiritual journey for some time now, maybe you met an individual who really, opened you up and awakened you, and you've kind of been on a spiritual journey with this person, and by this point you completely understand that the only way to improve your love life is to heal yourself. So those of you who have come to that realization, who have come to that understanding that it's not the other person, they're not the bad ones, that they are just simply a mirror and they are reflecting to you what you need to work on and heal in yourself, this reading is going to be for you. And this reading is going to help you to know exactly where you need to be focusing your healing energy on in order to bring that best, amazing love into your life. So I've meditated and pulled 3 different readings here. Pile 1 is represented by this cute red clothespin. Pile 2 is represented by this very cute black and white clothespin. And pile 3 is represented by this cute green checkered clothespin. All right, so take some time and see which pile is really calling out for you. Which pile is your soul gravitating towards? Which one do you keep looking at? Go ahead and make your selection. If you need a little bit more time to figure out which pile is calling towards you, feel free to pause the video here. I'm going to go ahead and go with pile number 1. Before I start the reading, I do want to let you know that my 2021 year ahead readings are now available for purchase on my website. So after this reading, be sure to check out my website, www.claritytarotreadings.com, and select the reading that you would like to purchase. So let's go ahead and let's get started, and let's see what the most important messages are for pile number 1. Okay, so if you selected pile number 1, welcome. I have pulled an animal spirit guide for you, and this card is going to tell you the energy that you need to focus on and the energy that you need to embody at this time during your healing process. I've then also pulled a few oracle cards for you that are going to give you very specific messages and are going to support this animal spirit guide, and are basically messages from this animal spirit guide to you that are going to tell you exactly what you need to heal and what you need to release and let go of. So let's go ahead and get started. For you, we had 3 cards that came out. Your animal spirit guide is the lion. So I love the lion. So it's very likely that if you pulled this card, you are someone who is very passionate, very fiery, very energetic. You could be a fire sign, or you could have fire in your chart somewhere. But basically, you are being, this is a very interesting one, because if you've pulled this deck, I feel that you're someone who really has done a lot of healing, and you really have identified where your weaknesses are. You've identified your soft spots. You likely are someone who is already very self-aware and very in tune with yourself. This is a card that telling you what you need to do to improve your love life is to really focus in on your passions. So whatever that is for you, that's going to be so, different for everyone across the board, right? And if you're currently out of balance with the lion energy right now and you don't know what your passion is, definitely take some time to meditate and figure out what it is that you're specifically passionate about. But this is a card more of action for you. So your healing is going to come through you taking action on your passion. So if you have a desire to start an online business, then this is a card telling you that you need to start this online business. If you want to start a YouTube channel or a blog or a podcast or an Instagram page or a Twitter page, this is the time that you need to start doing that. You need to put all of your energy into your passion, because once you're fully in your passion and you're living your passion out day by day, that naturally is going to put you in the right vibration to bring love in. So you could have a dream that you are desiring for right now, that you're thinking about all the time and you want to make it happen, and that would be your ideal life. This is a card telling you that you need to pursue that dream, that as you pursue that dream, love is going to come toward you, but you have to take the first step in your dream. So rather than placing your energy on attracting love in your life, or maybe even thinking about a specific person and obsessing over a specific person, take that same energy and throw it into your passion. So what this card is really telling me, that you just need to redirect your energy. So less thinking about either a specific person or your love life in general and feeling like you're lacking that in your life, or desiring that in your life, or trying to, run towards that. You need to just run towards your hobby. Okay. So this is actually a very good message. This is a very encouraging message to you, that you are ready. You're ready to run. You're ready to move forward. You're ready to go. It's just time to put your money where your mouth is as far as what it is you want to do. And maybe you've been talking about what you want to do for a long time, or you've been thinking about it for a long time and you've been waiting for the right time. The right time is right now. So this lion energy, though, it may seem like a masculine energy, the lion energy is actually a very feminine energy, because the lion energy is very moody. It's very intuitive. It's very much so, it's very in tune, and it's very in sync and very aware. Okay. Those are all very feminine qualities. Okay. So this is about you leading the pack, leading your own direction, leading your way, but not doing it for material reasons, right? That would be masculine. Like the masculine wants to do things to make money, right? The males go out and they hunt and they bring the food back to the women and the children. So they go out and they get tangible goods and they bring it home. The goal for you is not to bring home the bacon, right? You're not trying to reel in the stacks. For you, it's more about directing all of your energy in towards a passion project and kind of using that masculine energy within you, because we all have feminine and masculine within us. This is about using your masculine energy to create your passion. So not to get money, right? Not to bring things in, but more to put more energy out, right? So to share your passion and your desire with other people. That's more of what this energy wants you to do, okay? Yeah, so that's really what I'm getting from this card. If you pulled this card, you're definitely a leader. You're a leader. So be a leader, be the head of the pack in whatever, whatever your life is, right? Be the leader in whatever it is that you're doing. But do it in a very graceful, feminine way. Okay? So, yeah, if you pulled this card, you likely are someone who's very ambitious, you're very goal-oriented, you're very determined. So, if you're like that, but you're doing it for masculine reasons, you want to kind of flip that and now just do it for fun, right? Just do it for fun. Do it because you like to do it. Do it because you're passionate about it. Don't worry about the material or financial gain that you get from doing it. Just do it, okay? So let's see what your cards are. We have look at the bigger picture. Okay, so yes, you could be really, really focused on one specific thing right now, but you could be missing the other details about it. Or you may be very honed in on, I need to do this before I do this, and then I'll do that. So it's very linear. It's very masculine energy. This card is saying to broaden your horizons, broaden your perspective. Is what you're going at really important in the long-term vision of things? And it's important to know, and you likely know if you pulled this deck, you know what your vision is. You know what your outcome is. But look at the bigger picture, right? Do you want to make $1 million to make $1 million just to have $1 million in your bank account? Or do you want to make $1 million so that way you can, have the ability to help people in need and to, be able to have a comfortable life with the person that you love and to support the people in your life? What's the bigger picture? Don't just think about the specific goal. What do you get from that goal? And how does that contribute to your life's mission, vision, and purpose? So this kind of is saying, don't focus so much on the details. Focus more on the outcome that you're going towards, okay? Because line energy, it's very direct, right? It's very, this is what I want. This is what I'm going for. But how does that affect the other aspects of the situation? Think bigger, look bigger. We then have surrender to the divine. I love this. I love this. I love this. So, this is saying that you don't, and you're not doing this all alone, right? You may feel like a lone wolf. You may feel like you're the leader of the pack, and that can be lonely being in that position. But this is saying you're not alone. You're never alone. You're you're co-creating with the universe. You're doing this with God, with spirit, with whatever you want to call it. You know, it doesn't all fall back on you. So this is kind of saying to soften up a bit as far as feeling like it's all or nothing, or that if you don't accomplish your goals or if you don't achieve your goals, that, you know, you're a failure and this just isn't right, and, you know, feeling like you've wasted your time. This is understanding that sometimes the steps that you're guided to take in life are not necessarily meant to yield anything, right? Sometimes you have a desire to do something just simply because you need to go through the process of doing it, not because you're going to gain anything in the end. So sometimes you're just learning things and you're learning by the process. So this is kind of saying, and just enjoy the journey, just enjoy the process, be in the present moment, and don't get down on yourself if you don't necessarily achieve what you set out to achieve, or if you don't gain anything from your efforts. It doesn't mean that you didn't do something right, or that you're bad, or that you're in the wrong direction. There's always something you can gain from every experience, and you're not going to win and succeed every single time, right? So just keep that in mind. The final message here for pile 1 is luck is on your side. So you have 2 Sagittarius cards and the Lion energy. So this is very, very fiery energy. So you, like I said, you very well could be an Aries or have Aries in your chart, or be ruled by Mars, or have like Jupiter could be very prominent in your chart, or the sun could be very prominent in your chart. You could have a very good sun placement. But just understand that all in all, in the bigger picture, the universe, the divine is on your side. They want you to win. They want you to have what you want to have. So you have to understand that life is working in your favor, that life is working for you, not against you. And even if you do come against challenges, again, it doesn't mean that the universe hates you, or the universe is punishing you, or anything like that. Not at all. Realize that you are a very lucky individual. You have a very, very blessed pathway in life. So be gracious and have gratitude for this. And if you have any negative thought patterns, if you find yourself going down negative thought patterns, that's something that you need to heal, especially when it comes to your love life. So if you are very skeptical about your love life, because that's the downside of the Lion energy. When the Lion energy is out of balance, it can be very skeptical. It can be very withdrawn. It can be very private. So if you kind of have any doubts as far as your love life is concerned, if you don't trust people, or you feel like everyone's out to get you, or everyone is a liar, everyone is a cheater, no one understands me, no one gets me, that is negative thinking, and that's going to hold you back in love. You have to get to a point where you are confident enough in yourself and in your own being, and you know that you've got you, regardless of what happens. So even if you soften yourself up to be in a relationship and you find the ability to be not codependent, not independent, but interdependent, right? That everything is going to be okay. And even if anything goes wrong, you're still going to have yourself. So if you're in this category or you pulled this pile, you could be someone who is afraid to love because you're afraid to lose. Because you could be afraid of the pain that comes with that, the failure, having a failed relationship, um, the embarrassment of having to, love and commit to someone, and then maybe something happens and that person goes away. So that's a little more what you're afraid of. You're afraid that something is going to go wrong, and then you're going to take it like a failure, much like you maybe do in other areas of your life. If something goes wrong, you're like, oh, this is it. It's not working. It's done. I have to get rid of it. This is more of a card of saying, listen, you are very, very lucky. You can have anything you want. You just have to co-create with the universe. So if you want a happy, loving, happy, successful, passionate relationship, then tell that to the universe. Say that to your angels, to your guides, to whatever, however you communicate with spirit. And think that way. Make sure that your thoughts are always in alignment with that. If you do, you will literally have what you want. You are the only person that is going to hold you back from not having what you want. So this is saying that it's very important that you have a partner who, again, is not codependent, who is not independent, who is interdependent. And you also have to come from an interdependent place where you both, as individual beings, and very likely if you pulled this line energy, you are someone who is very, very self-sufficient. You know how to take care of yourself, no problem. And you're likely someone that doesn't like to deal with any BS. So it's important for you to have a partner who is just like you, someone who is just as independent, who is just as self-sufficient, who can take care of themselves, who can pay their own bills, who has a job, who has a vision, a mission, a purpose, and a plan for their life, but who also is strong enough to be vulnerable, to open their heart, who's not afraid to get hurt because they know that even if things don't work out, they're okay. They're not going to die. They're not going to fall apart. They might be sad about it, but they're going to keep going with life because their life does not revolve around another individual. So that's very, very, very important to you to analyze in your connections. Is this someone who is self-sufficient? That's very, very, very important for you. You need someone who is just as self-sufficient, who's just as mature and just as responsible as you. That's very, very, very important. And once you find that person, it's then about softening your heart, letting your guard down, letting this person penetrate you, letting this person see you for who you really are, behind the veil, behind the surface, and not being afraid of that person leaving you or losing that person. That is what is going to heal you and heal your love life and allow you to have successful relationship and connection. So I hope that message has helped you, number ones. I hope that this message has really resonated with you and has fired you up and given you that passion that you need to move forward on your dreams, your desires, and your goals. And I wish you the best of luck. I really think there's something amazing just around the corner for you as you start to align your thoughts and your feelings with what it is that you really want. So I would highly recommend for this pile to say a daily affirmation every single day. Say empowering phrases like, I am, I am love. I am passionate. I am attracting a passionate, strong love into my life, and really, really embodying that. And then, of course, going full force on whatever it is your heart's desires are for your life. So Thank you so much, number ones. I really appreciate you. Be sure that you check out my website, www.claritytarotreadings.com. My 2021 Ahead readings are available for purchase, as well as coaching calls and coaching sessions with me. So, best of luck. Happy holidays. I'm going to move forward to pile number 2. So, take care. Bye. All right, so if you have selected pile number 2, this is your reading. So I have pulled an animal spirit guide for you, and this is going to tell you the energy that you need to embody or the energy that you need to improve in your life in order to improve the quality of your love life. I've then pulled a few Moonology cards that are going to give very, very specific messages and support the energy from the animal spirit guide. They're almost like messages from your animal spirit guide to you regarding your love life. So for you, we had 2 messages that came out. Your animal spirit guide is the Phoenix. I love the Phoenix energy. So what this is saying, pile number 2, is that it is time. It is time to release and transform your life. Okay, so it is very likely that you have gone through a lot in your life and in love, and you've had so many experiences that have shaped you, that have hurt you, that have helped you, that have changed you. You know, you've seen the gamut of everything. You likely are someone who is very experienced. You've gone through so many things in your life. And what this Phoenix card is saying is that it's time to burn everything down to the ground and completely rebuild and renew yourself. So the key to that, the key to the Phoenix, is not just forgetting everything that's happened to you and avoiding it, pushing it back into your subconscious. That's not how the energy works. The energy is about facing what you've been through, facing the challenges that you've gone through or the challenges that currently are in front of you, facing them head on, looking at them head on, not being afraid to confront your past, because more than likely you have a past. You have some things, skeletons in your closet. You have some, things in your red suitcase, right? So it's about opening the closet. It's about opening the suitcase, looking at what's in there, throwing out what you no longer need, releasing it in love and light. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for this challenge. Thank you for this hardship. I'm happy for what it has taught me, but I'm ready for my next lesson. I'm ready to move on. That's what a healthy Phoenix energy does. It doesn't just stuff it down or act like it never happened. So if you have things that you are stuffing down and acting like never happened, or you haven't confronted, or you are not comfortable talking about, or you haven't, expressed to anyone, those are the exact things that you have to confront before you're going to have love in your life. Because what happens is when you don't confront those things, when you try to push those things aside and act like they didn't happen, they creep up in your relationships. Because that's what relationships do. They expose you. They show you everything. And it's very likely, if you pull this pile, that you maybe have met someone who everything was incredible and amazing with, and they showed you the great potentials that love can have. And then something happened. They disappeared, they ghosted you, or you had a falling out, there's some sort of challenge. Well, what happened with that connection, the reason why that person went away or ghosted you or whatever, wasn't because that's a bad person. It's because the universe is trying to get you to look at yourself. That experience or that person is just a mirror. It's just a mirror. And if that person left you or ghosted you or caused pain to you, that means that there's some pain within yourself that you need to evaluate, that you need to honestly look at. You need to honestly go within and confront. So a good thing for pile number 2 who have pulled this is going to be to get with some sort of therapist, is going to be to get with some sort of coach, some sort of healer, whether a tarot healer, an astrologer, a numerologist, whatever discipline really resonates with you, whatever really calls for you, whether that's something a little more traditional like talk therapy, or something within the healing arts, that's going to be very, very, very important for you. Because the thing about the Phoenix energy is if you don't honestly evaluate and clear out everything, it's just gonna, even if you do rebuild yourself, it's just gonna show up again. And you're gonna have the same experience again. So those of you who have pulled this, it's really going to be about healing the past, healing the wounds, healing the trauma, and really taking the time to sit with yourself and go, okay, let's start from the beginning. What was my childhood like? What was my relationship like with my parents? Did I get what I needed from my parents? Is there anything that I'm upset about? Maybe same thing with siblings. What was my dynamic like with my siblings? Do I have any issues with them that I need to heal and release? And really honestly evaluating that. Maybe you're carrying pain around from, someone who passed away and you feel like you never got closure in that scenario and you're still kind of carrying that weight with you. It could be with relationships that, maybe you had a relationship that ended that you never really got closure, that you feel that you were taken advantage of. And you don't have to confront these people, but you do have to confront yourself because healing is available within. Closure is available within. So again, either, working with someone who specializes in healing these sorts of things is going to be very important for you, or committing yourself to doing that healing work on yourself, journaling about these things, sharing your experiences within a support group, finding a community that can really help you to transcend, because that's really what you're doing here. What happened to you in the past, it happened and you can't change it, but you certainly can transcend it. You can change your perspective, you can change the way you look at it, and you can make it more of a positive experience. And that's going to be very important for bringing a partner into your life, because your partner is always going to mirror that back at you. So if you haven't transcended your experience and now see yourself more as a thriver than a survivor, you're going to attract people that are just going to pull that pain back out of you, right? It doesn't matter if it's a person who you know right now. It'll just resurface again in the next person and the next person. You'll have to keep being this phoenix. You'll have to keep going through this death and rebirth process over and over and over again. So this is a message saying that you have the ability to completely transcend this energy right now and be done with it once and for all, if you're willing to commit yourself to that healing journey. So let's see what the messages are for the Phoenix, or from the Phoenix. Look at that. Look at that. Don't let your past hold you back. So if you pulled this deck, it's very likely that your past has been limiting you. Your past has either seeded some sort of doubt or fear or insecurity in you that is holding you back in your life. So you really have to evaluate those things, because again, your past is going to keep haunting you if you don't face it head on. It's going to keep coming back around if you don't just face it. So don't allow your past to be the reason why you never get to see your future. You may have big dreams and visions and plans for your life and feel like you can never get there because your past is holding you back. You have to release your past. You have to release yourself from experiences, people, places, and things that don't resonate with where you're going. And the way I see this come up for a lot of people is they have a hard time leaving their comfort zone. You have to be willing to leave your comfort zone. Because when you're out of your comfort zone, you can look back and see everything that you couldn't see because you were so enmeshed in it. When we're very enmeshed in our environment, we can't see anything. When you're in the middle of a situation, you can't see anything, right? When you're in the middle of that bad relationship, you can't see it. It's not until you leave that person or you get a divorce that you're like, oh my God, that was such a terrible relationship. Why did I stay in that for so long? So this is saying that you need to get out of your experience so that way you can have a better perspective on it, whatever that means. So this is going to resonate with people in a very different way. So, if you're currently right now in a toxic relationship, you need to get out of it. So that way you can see what went wrong there and you can fix the thing so that way it never happens again. If you're in a toxic work environment or a toxic family environment or your living experience is not ideal, you need to get out of it so that way you can see it, you can have awareness of the problem, and you can see exactly what you need to fix. So again, very strongly, I think that working with someone is going to be very, 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 very pivotal to those of you who have selected this pile. The final message that comes out here is a win-win outcome is forecast. So if you are in a relationship right now, I definitely think that things need to come into greater balance in order for things to move forward. And you definitely can find that balance. So it's very likely if you pulled this card, you could be in a relationship or a situationship where you aren't getting your needs met, your partner isn't getting their needs met, it's causing problem, it's causing trauma, it's causing issues. There is a middle ground. There is a place where you can both find your happiness. But again, you have to pull out of that situation in order to see it. So if your person has already pulled away from the situation, then you need to pull away from the situation. Again, so you can have perspective and you can see it. And then after you've pulled away and you've seen what the problem is, then you can work on it. You can work on your side of the problem. And once you've worked on your side of the problem, then you can find a middle ground with this individual. Okay, so big takeaway from the Phoenix. Your past is a major player right now. Your experiences are directly affecting you right now, and you need to look at your past in order to heal your present and to get to your future. I highly recommend that anyone with this pile reaches out to a specialist who can help you with your specific needs. But it's all about healing the past wounds, the past traumas, the past situations. And if you can't see that or don't know what to heal, again, get with someone. Get with someone who can help you, or find a group of people that you can really express yourself to that can help you to overcome. Okay? So thank you so much, pal number 2. I hope that you found this very clarifying, very healing, and very eye-opening. And my 2021 readings are now available for purchase on my website. So if you want to go ahead and check that out, you can go to www.claritytarotreadings.com, and you can also view all of my current offerings. If there's any way that I can be of assistance to you, I would love to. All right. So thank you so much, pile number 2. Have a great, wonderful day, and I will see you all very soon. I'm going to move on to pile number 3 now. All right, so if you've selected pile number 3, this is your reading. So what I did was I pulled an animal spirit guide for you. So this is going to tell you the energy that you need to embody, the energy that you need to embrace in order to heal your love life. Then I pulled 3 messages from the Moonology, or for you, I have 4 messages that came out from the Moonology deck, and these are specific messages that are coming from your animal spirit guide. So based upon the energy that I get from your spirit guide, these are messages that support that energy. So let's go ahead and let's get started, and let's see what your guide is. Okay, so your guide is the shark. Okay, so obviously sharks have a reputation of being very dangerous, but sharks really are not dangerous at all. They are very misunderstood energy. The shark is an animal that needs to be respected. So respect is very important for you at this time. You know, people in your life need to respect you. They need to respect your space. They need to respect your time, your energy, and your love. So you could very well be someone who is very giving, very kind, and very nurturing. And people could take you for granted, or possibly don't see your worth, don't see your value. And it's important for you to have awareness of this. It's very important for you to be very aware of when people are not respecting you. And a good way to know that is, are people giving you the same amount of love, energy, care, and attention that you're giving them? You know, if the tables were turned, would they be giving you the same treatment that you give to them? And as I'm saying this, you may be able to pinpoint and highlight a few specific relationships in your life where that is not the case. Where if you walked away, that person wouldn't even notice or wouldn't even care. Or would maybe get mad that you're not worshiping them anymore, would get mad that you're not putting them on a pedestal anymore. Because in their eyes, you exist to serve them, to make them feel better about themselves, but you are not valuable to them. So those of you who have drawn this card, this is a very big message to you that you need to evaluate the energies and the individuals around you, and really honestly look at who is really on your team, who really has your back, who really would be there for you when the going gets tough. And when you identify the individuals who are not for you, it's about releasing them and letting go of them. Because by being around them, you're disrespecting yourself. So, as much as we want to be respected as human beings, when we allow people to cross our boundaries, when we allow people to take advantage of us, that communicates to them and to the universe, I don't respect myself. Use me, abuse me. I don't care. It's fine. And so you need to switch the story around now and say, I respect myself. I care about myself. I love myself. And I don't need people around me that don't feel the same way about me. So it's about detaching yourself from those who do not care about you. And it's a feeling. You don't have to ask people if they care about you and they respect you, because guess what? People who don't care about you and don't respect you are going to say whatever they need to say in order to keep you around, because they need you to survive. They need you to feel better about themselves. They need you to do what they want you to do so that they can keep doing what they're doing, which is selfish. So this is you having to say, listen, something is not working out here. I don't feel comfortable. My gut does not feel good in this scenario. This is what I've seen happen. This is what I've observed. And this is more of what I would like to see moving forward. And someone who's really for you is going to say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. I apologize. It's about me. They're going to take responsibility. They're not going to push it back on you. People who don't care about you are going to say, no, well, you need to do this. Well, you this, and you did that, and you're the one, and they're going to blame. So you have to look at the signs, right? Someone who is healthy is going to take responsibility for themselves and they're going to take accountability. Someone who is not is going to say you. So keep that in mind. You could be dealing with someone, or could be dealing with individuals in your love life that don't respect you. They don't respect your time. They don't respect your energy. They don't respect the love that you give, and they definitely don't reciprocate. Those are energies that you need to disengage with, because it's only hurting you. It's only hurting you. And even when you disengage with them, don't expect them to come chasing you. Don't expect them to come running back to you. Because if they really cared about you in the first place, they would never disrespect you. So let's look at the messages that are coming out from your animal spirit guide. The first message here is you are good enough. There's nothing you need to change about yourself in order to make this situation better. You are whole exactly the way you are. You are perfect exactly the way you are. It's people like this that I'm talking about that have eroded your confidence, that have eroded your belief in yourself, that have made you feel unworthy when you truly are not. You have been manipulated into thinking that you are nothing, but you are everything. And only you can build yourself up. Only you can build your self-confidence up. But it starts by understanding that you are enough just the way you are. There's nothing you need to change about yourself. You don't need to look prettier or dress better or be skinnier or be smarter or have more education or have more money. There's nothing that you need to change about yourself. You are enough just as you are. The next message is a new start is coming. So when you are able to release all of the negativity out of your life, you make room for the positivity in your life. You can't have what you want and desire holding on to what is not working. You have to release and let go and start fresh, start new, set new intentions, have new beliefs, new desires. And I am telling you that this is available for you as soon as you're ready to do it, as soon as you're ready to honor yourself and release what does not work. This energy is available to you. Nothing will come of this situation. So it's very likely that whatever situation you are in right now, whether it's a relationship or a situationship, or maybe there's nothing even there. Maybe this person isn't even communicating with you. They're not even talking to you. Nothing is going to come of that situation. There's nothing that you need to do or nothing you can say or fix that's going to fix this person. This person needs to fix themselves. They need to take responsibility for themselves. So by you wanting and hoping and wishing and praying and watching tarot readings and putting all your energy into it, you're actually pushing this scenario or this person farther and farther and farther away from you. You need to reel it in, reel it back, focus on the self, nourish the self, take care of the self, and realize that everything you need is within you. The love that you're seeking is within you. The desire that you want is within you. The passions that you have for your life, the mission, the goals are all within you. There's nothing outside of you. There's nothing that anyone outside of you can give you that's better than what you can give yourself. And you have to believe that. You have to believe that you are good enough just as you are. And embark on a journey of personal development, of spiritual development, where you release all seeking outside of yourself, where you release all materialism. The final message. The answers you need are coming. So as you start to find the confidence within yourself, as you start to trust the process, as you start to trust your intuition and you trust your gut, and you release situations that are wasting your time, wasting your energy, the answers that you're seeking are going to come to you. You're going to receive the download. So the key for this pile, those of you who have selected pile number 3, is to identify the situations and individuals in your life and the environments in your life, the jobs in your life that do not respect you, and disengage with them. It doesn't mean burn it down to the ground. Disengage. Don't feed into. Don't give any more energy or time or effort. Disengage. Turn your energy back towards yourself. Build up yourself. Build up your confidence. Build up your belief in yourself. Find yourself. Be whole within yourself. And realize that there is a better life out there for you, but you have to be looking towards it. You can't be looking at your past. You can't be looking at things that are distracting you in your current environment. You have to be looking towards the future. Nothing is going to come out of anything where someone does not respect you or honor you. Nothing is going to happen there. They're not your twin flame. They're not your soulmate. Your soulmate, your twin flame, whatever, they don't disrespect you. They don't hurt you. They don't abuse you. They don't take you for granted. Realize that as you heal yourself and you move along your journey, the answers that you need are going to come toward you. The more that you open up to the divine, the more that the answers that you seek are going to come towards you. You don't have to watch tarot readings all day to figure out what those answers are. You can get that within yourself. You can find that guidance within yourself. You can get the messages that you need, not the general messages, the messages that you need for yourself. All of the answers are within you. Everything you need is within you. You just have to trust it. So I hope that message has helped you, pile number 3. I hope it's given you lots of clarity, lots of insight, strength and courage to do what is right for you. My 2021 readings are now available for purchase on my website, www.claritytarotreadings.com, as well as other offerings and sessions from me. Be sure to check that out. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment down below telling us what pile you selected and what you got from it. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss another reading with me. Turn on your bell notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.